Blueberry cobbler is one of those desserts that looks homemade and special, but it's pretty simple to make. Today I'm using frozen blueberries, so you can make it any time of the year. Now stay with me till the end because I'm going to share the next classic blueberry dessert that's coming up next on the channel, and it's one that I've never made before. You can make your cobbler with fresh or frozen blueberries, but today I'm using frozen blueberries, and I'm not going to thaw them first. What happens if you thaw frozen fruit, and particularly frozen blueberries, is that you'll get so much extra juice, you'll have difficulty when it comes to baking and your cobbler holding together. Preheat your oven and grease your baking dish and set it aside. Add the blueberries to a large bowl and then sprinkle in the sugar. Now I also like to add a little thickener, and what that involves is just 2 tablespoons of flour, just to give it a little extra boost because blueberries can be very juicy. And then let's just give it a stir, making sure the sugar and flour are covering the berries. And then we're ready to pour the berries into the baking dish. And you can just use a spoon and kind of spread it around. Now for a little extra richness, I top the blueberries with some unsalted butter. Just using your fingers is fine. Now this recipe calls for buttermilk, and I don't know about you, but I don't always have buttermilk in the fridge. And where we live, I can only purchase it in liter containers or quart containers, and I end up throwing most of it out. So what I've started to do is make my own sour milk by just taking a cup of milk and adding in a tablespoon of lemon juice. And that will curdle the milk. Just let it sit for about 5 minutes and it will be really thick and ready to use. In a medium bowl, add the flour, sugar, baking powder, and the salt and the baking soda, and just give that a little bit of a stir. Add the butter and then start blending it in with a pastry cutter. And just take your time because what we're looking for is the butter to blend in and just kind of become pea size. Now we're going to add the milk and see how thick the sour milk became when we added the lemon juice. And just give it a couple of stirs. The most important part when you're mixing your cobbler topping is not to overmix the batter. So now we're going to spread the batter onto our blueberries. Now, please don't worry about spreading it all across evenly, or if your spoonfuls aren't uniform. You know, this is one of those desserts where not looking perfect is better. And see, already I'm making a bit of a mess. My plan is to put it across the fruit, not perfectly, but we want to leave lots of space for the blueberries to bubble up through. So maybe I'll do this first. Do the corners Maybe that makes sense. There's a lot of blueberry cobbler biscuit dough here. And it'll sink down into the berries as well as they cook. We'll put one in the middle. And you really need 2 spoons. Just 2, because the batter, as you can imagine, is very sticky from the buttermilk. I can't wait to eat this. Oh, it's getting kind of dense here. I think we need to pull it apart a little bit. Let me show you. And I like to sprinkle the top of the cobbler dough with some sugar, just to give it a little extra sweetness. Now put it in the oven, 375 for 35 minutes. Now the baking time is a guide. Remember what I always say, you can add time, but you can't subtract it. We're going to look in the oven, and we want a cobbler with a golden topping, and you want to see those blueberries bubbling up around the cobbler topping. Now this is the hardest part. We really have to let that cobbler sit and cool. And what that does is it allows the blueberries to thicken, and so we'll be ready to have that taste test very soon. Look at that. We have a soft cobbler top and those crispy golden edges and all of that wonderful blueberry fruit underneath. Just so good. So perfect. As an easy summer dessert, I have to have another bite. Simple ingredients, easy to put together, and it tastes as good as it looks. Now, as promised, I'm going to share what our recipe is going to be next week. Another classic blueberry dessert, but this time we're making a 2-crust blueberry pie. And I haven't baked a 2-crust pie on the channel before. And we're going to use lard for the pie crust. That's another first. Typically, I like to use shortening and butter. So if you're interested in that video, which will be up next week, then please be sure to subscribe and you'll get that notification. Happy baking.